Hey comic heads, Cash Cow back with another video. This is my Cash Cow weekly comic picks. Being the fact that it is the holiday, July 4th. Happy Independence Day to anybody celebrating it. Be safe out there, responsible with the fireworks, all that crazy mess. And I can't really call it crazy mess because I indulge in it too, not as much as I used to as I get older now, but have fun out there, guys. Be safe with what you're doing. Um, Anybody that actually is a comic book hunter, holidays tend to be good times that you get deals because everybody's not paying attention to eBay sales like they normally would because they're spending time with their families or they're occupied with fireworks or anything like that. So also be on the lookout for those deals if you're comic book hunters. And with that being said, I'm gonna give you 5 comics this week that kind of symbolizes the patriotism. uh, 4th of July, the Independence Day. I can have heroes, villains, whatever. But that's what I'm gonna do. So let's start off with number 1, guys. Number 1, we got still number 1. Alright, hopefully you guys see that. The glaring down on too bad on that. Alright. But still the Indestructible Man number 1. This is the first appearance of Commander Steel, aka Hank Haywood Sr. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright. Now anybody that's familiar with Hank, DC Legends know who this character is off the bat. He's been pretty. They tied up the Commander Steel's storyline very well on DC Legends. Only thing is, it's a TV show, so and it's a DC show that's has moments where it's good and it drops off. And already, if anybody's watching any of my past videos, you would know how I feel about DC shows. How I feel like some can be much better, how some just need to be moved to HBO Max and they can do what they want to do the way they want to, right? Right now, guys, I would honestly say this comic, right now, what I've seen is going for maybe $5 to $10 raw. I wouldn't really spend no more over. I wouldn't spend no more than $10 if you see like a graded 9.8 and you like the character, then, go for what you go for. Or if you just want the character and you want a high grade, that's up to you. But if you're looking from an investment standpoint, I honestly would say about $5 to $10 raw is what this comic is really going for lately. Alright? That's the first one. Commander Steel. His grandfather was a World War II veteran. They highlight, chronicle it in DC Legends. Don't keep on the patriotic track, alright? Next, number 2. We got Stars and Stripes number 0. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright. This is the first full appearance of the second Spangled Kid, also known as Courtney Whitmore. The first appearance of Pat Dugan, aka S.T.R.I.P.E, and he's piloting the robot you see on the cover. That the robot, he's piloting him. Alright? Now anybody has seen what is the show called on HBO Max? Oh man, I can't even think of it. I'm having a brain fart on it. But they have their own show on dealing with the Star Spangled Kid. What is the name of that freaking show? Stargirl or something. Yeah, Stargirl, if I'm not mistaken. This is like the comic people tend to go for is this one. Then you have Stars and Stripes number 4, if I'm not mistaken. That may be an important issue too. Um, right now, for what it's worth, this comic, I say honestly, is maybe going from, I would want to say $5 to $35 raw. Really, it has moments where it spikes up depending on the season that's gonna ready to come out. You'll see a few higher grades going maybe towards the $50, $60 mark. I wouldn't break the bank on it if I was you. My honest opinion. Just give me my opinion, guys. That don't take it with a grain of salt. Is this comic worth it? I honestly would say yeah. I feel like it's worth it because I have 2 copies myself. I have not watched Stargirl yet, but I plan on watching it. All right, check that out. So once I finally like watch the show, get caught up on that, then I'll give you my, I'll give you guys my opinion on what comics are worth hunting for Stargirl. So all right, so that's 5 to 35 raw. If it's high grade and graded, I would say probably 60 at the most. All right, guys, let's keep it moving. Next, we got Captain America number 354. All right, that's the first cover appearance of John Walker. Anybody that has watched the the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series know that's the U.S. agent. And honestly, right now, guys, this comic is actually it's at a lull right now, but it still has seen gains ever since the U.S. agent has appeared in that series. His comics have actually seen a very high spike, and they were hot. They were like out the park. You had people spending like 80, $90 for this. It's kind of tapered off, so now you see about the $30 to $40 mark, which is pretty normal. But you know that the U.S. agent will be used in further properties of the MCU. So the way it ended, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it by now, which is crazy because it's been out for a year now. You know he's gonna be used. You don't know if they're gonna put him in the Dark Avengers team. Will they make their a makeshift Thunderbolts team? You don't know, but you know John Walker will be seen again on the silver screen. With that being said, guys, I feel like this is a safe investment because you know he's gonna be used again. All right. I would say right now, if you can, while they're on a lull, catch him. Because once he's getting ready to appear again, you're going to start seeing those $80 and $90 price marks again. And probably even higher for, CGC or CBCS. Even some PGX, issues that are graded. Alright? Kind of harder to get them in, like, high grades because of the black, or the background of it. Tends to, have a few spine ticks here and there, breaks in the color. So you can find a few. It's a few of them out there, guys. All right. So remember that. Let's keep moving. Number 4. All right. We have Captain America Annual number 8. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is the first appearance of Test 1. Also an iconic Mike Zeck cover that has Wolverine striking Captain America's shield with his claws. Also, I feel like this comic is a dark horse. Like, it's depends on the grade, but you can see this comic go from anywhere to $20 to $100 raw. Right? Do I believe this comic is worth it? Absolutely. Because if we get Wolverine, not if, but when, and they decide to, hey, we're going to bring out Captain America again, or we're going to have a new person play Captain America, and they play this part out, Same with the Hulk 181, with Wolverine striking Hulk with his claws. This is going to be astronomical, guys. It's already a classic cover by Mike Zeck. But come on now. Like, he's striking his shield. Captain America's having to fight Wolverine off, so you can potentially see, like, what happens if they make it to where the Avengers battle the X-Men. That has been played out in comic book story time and time again. So they can go so many directions with it. And who knows, they might do that. They did that before with the Civil War storyline. So they could be taking little hints and droplets from the comic book stories and have Avengers versus X-Men. I personally would enjoy that. We'll see how that goes, guys. But like I said, $20 to $100. 100 being like graded 9 point something. I see it going for that. So right now it's not too expensive, but I feel like it can get there. It's gonna get there. I mean, right now it's not, but maybe a year or two from now, this may be high grades, maybe a $200 comic book. Who knows? Like, comic books that's valuable now tend to appreciate more with value if they haven't had anything like mess up their flow or anything bad put out that kind of drops the value and people don't want it as much. AKA Apocalypse and um, hell, Dark Side. You got your comics or you got your characters that have dropped in value. So we'll see. But I think the fact that this is too much of an iconic character, it's only a matter of time. All right. Number five. Number five. And last but not least, guys, we have Daredevil number 232. This is the first appearance of Nuke. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Nuke, they made their own version of Nuke in the Jessica Jones series. If I'm not mistaken. So it was like some type of serum he was being injected with that would give him like super strength and, kind of make him Captain America, but it was only temporary. They couldn't have the lasting effects that Captain America had. Like, when you go back in the back of the comic book stories, you see a lot of people try to use the experiments that they used on Captain America, but with it only being temporary, it didn't last long. Right now, this comic is low. I kind of wouldn't really invest heavy in it, being the fact that he has already appeared in the Jessica Jones series. I feel like he'll be a character that they'll get away from for a while. But I've seen raw copies going for maybe I would say $4 to 14, 15 mark. I wouldn't spend no more than that right now, being the fact they've already used the character. So, and that was done through Netflix way. So I don't see them unless it could be. I never know. I could be wrong, but I think they're just gonna start fresh and start over with somebody else. And I don't think Nuke is gonna be used for a long time. All right, guys. With that, that concludes my 5 weekly Cash Cow comic picks. You guys be safe out there. Enjoy your holidays. It's Cash Cow out.